Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls that James Gunn may have touched.
Will you stop?
I'm just kidding. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Nonsense Podcast. We are live for the first time in quite some time. I am Andrew.
I'm
really bummed.
Let me just say that something's missing.
What's missing?
Get it off! Get it off! Something's missing here. It doesn't seem right. Seems a little too quiet.
Hmm?
No, it's not!
Especially after that Godzilla 2 trailer. It's a little quiet. But, oh. Ian. Is Ian here?
Ian is...
Not here!
He's not here. Ian's not here. I don't know. He's probably covered in his own semen.
His own jism.
Stuck to his couch after the Godzilla 2 trailer. It was fucking awesome. But tomorrow is going to be the Comic-Con podcast because Comic-Con is not officially over yet, and we don't want to miss anything that may come up.
That's true.
So today, we're just going to do a separate topic. Yesterday was a horrible day with this whole James Gunn stuff, and also me and my buddy Cameron, Andrew, our buddy Cameron. All right, you can stop that now. We just want to say rest in peace to John Schnepp. He was on a podcast for AMC Movie Talk, and I believe he was on Collider Movie Talk as well. Say what you will about Collider or whatever. I don't know. Apparently Ian hates them. I don't know why. But they do this movie podcast, and it is so it was really inspirational to me, the whole AMC Movie Talk. It's what got me started on wanting to do these podcasts, just talking about movies or whatever. Talk about what you're passionate about. John Schnepp was, I believe, a comic book writer. He also directed a documentary. And also the whole podcast thing. I loved hearing his opinions, and he was just really funny. And a lot of people loved him. He sadly, I think he died of a stroke.
Oh, man.
51. Really, it sucks, man. But, you know, rest in peace to him. Huge inspiration. Love you, John. Love you. So, see, we could get serious. We could get serious
every once in a while. It works.
Yeah. So, okay, now let's talk about this whole controversy shit. Right, Andrew? This was your idea to get us together and talk about this James Gunn fight. So let me start with you.
I found out about this all morning. Well, I found out about this morning when I got up. I had a terrible nightmare that Kyle was the Green Goblin.
You want to explain that?
No, I don't want to.
I want to hear that. Actually, you just like said one thing about it. Like, can you describe that dream, please?
Okay.
This is our Marvel Homecoming panel. This is a Spider-Man Homecoming panel, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. Well, I had a nightmare last night. I wouldn't call it a nightmare. It was just really weird. I had a dream that Kyle was secretly the Green Goblin, and like at night he would like, you know, just like ride around in a glider, but the glider wasn't a glider at all. It was actually me. He was riding me, the glider, and I would just lay horizontally, and he would just go, and he was like, it was like the Green Goblin suit.
What kind of shit is that?
It was like the Green Goblin suit from Spider-Man 2002. And like his eyes like glowed green when he wasn't the Green Goblin, and it like freaked out my parents. Like, it was freaky. It was a fucked up dream. So
what the fuck, dude?
it was weird.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah, well, side note, Ian, oh wait, I just got informed by our interns. What was that? Oh man. Shit, that's unfortunate. All right, I'll see you tonight, Catherine. Ian, formerly of Nonsense Media.
By the way, we went back to 2008. We saw Ian's tweets.
Yeah.
And you know.
Ian.
You're fired!
Yes, Ian Malloy is fired. No longer a part of the Nonsense Podcast.
And Andrew, apparently the thumbnail is still on the last thumbnail, the E3. So, Andrew?
What?
You're fired!
I'm fired?
Yeah. So
It'll go away.
no, it won't, because you didn't change the thumbnail.
You didn't.
You faggot. And guess what? I'm fired too, because I said the F word. I don't mean it like that, you know? I don't mean it like that.
You mean
ladies
it
and
like
gentlemen.
an annoying biker.
A biker. That's what I meant.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh. Okay, you want to talk about James Gunn, Andrew? This was your idea.
It's true. Go for it.
Well, the stream looks like it's acting up right now, so I apologize to anybody listening. But yeah, this is some effed up shiznit. James Gunn, as we know, director for quite some time. I think the first movie I saw of his was Slither back in 2006. And when he took on the role of the director for Guardians of the Galaxy, I was pretty excited because he had a horror background. He worked with Troma, and he did some really quirky films. And I'm just like, oh, this will be great. Guardians 1 and 2, obviously, if you listen to our old podcast, we all know that he's a great director. Super smart, super funny. It turns out 10 years ago, or even longer than that, 10 or 11 years ago, he tweeted some pretty controversial shit. Jokes involving pedophilia, jokes involving, like AIDS, like sick, some really like sick shit. And like, I love dark humor. I'm a huge George Carlin fan. I'm a huge Jim Jeffries fan.
As you should be.
Yeah. But like, I understand why Disney did it. I completely understand why Disney did it. It's just damage control. They wanted to, they don't want anybody associated with it. It's like when WWE, remember, Hunter? When they got rid of...
I don't watch WWE. That's the joke, and he keeps going back to it. It's been like 3 fucking months. Let it go.
Musculate you.
So anyway...
We did get confirmation that he watches TNA, though.
Oh, yeah, he does watch TNA. He's watching Slammiversary tomorrow.
I can't wait.
Anywho,
Hunter didn't say he didn't watch TNA.
yeah, he just says, "Oh man,
this is new kayfabe."
He's afraid. He's sad that TNA's a dying company and he still watches it. It's no problem.
Okay. Enough talk. We're kidding, Hunter.
No, I'm not. So anyway, it's like when WWE ostracized Hulk Hogan for saying the N-word on tape 10 years before that.
Oh, let me tell you something, brother.
Fuck, I thought we were gonna say it.
No.
But
you kidding me?
yeah, man, that shit is pretty bad. I don't know. I'm on two sides of the fence. Like on one side, I'm like, all right, that makes sense. Disney,
it's Disney. They're not gonna stand for stuff
they
like
are
that.
In the large scheme of things, they are a
more aimed towards children,
more aimed towards kids.
Groups.
And yes, the Guardians films are PG-13, and I get it, but you don't hear pedophilia jokes in a PG-13 movie. All right, and even though it was 10 years ago, the shit was still said, and they're just trying to cover their asses. So I get that. On the other side of that, if my employer, who I currently work for, if they went back on my Facebook timeline and saw some of the shit I posted, I'm pretty sure I'd be fired too, because I probably said some terrible shit like on Facebook when I was younger and immature.
I feel like all of us have.
Yeah.
So it's like
well,
hormones
the thing is,
involved.
I
go
see
on the
I
last
see both
episode of
sides.
the podcast. We still say some crazy shit.
Oh, we say horrible things.
Yeah, but like
it's fucking funny though.
But here's the difference. If you listen to us, we don't say it with conviction. We say it fucking around. Like when Hunter goes like, "Oh, it's like I'm gonna hang outside of a bowling alley and talk to 13-year-olds." We all laugh, and
I
he's
don't
like,
remember
"Yeah."
ever saying that.
I'm pretty sure I saw you doing that last week.
I didn't say I did it though.
Did I? He didn't.
See,
he didn't.
But there's a difference. We're all laughing. We're all laughing, and we're just like, "Ah, man."
And
Musculate.
we have a sound effect to make it even more funny.
To make it even more funny.
See,
and
this
like,
is a gimmick podcast.
Like you get it. Like if we say it, it's like we get it. But when James Gunn types it out, doesn't put like an emoji or JK or an LOL, it comes off as like,
well, I think just putting a JK after that's worse.
That's true.
I fuck kids, JK.
Fuck kids, JK.
I'm kind of funny. That's pretty fucking
That is
funny.
funny.
That would be funny.
But no, let
And
me
he would cover his ass. So it's a win.
I think James Gunn missed the boat on that. He should have put it like a cat in the hat sound effect to save his ass.
I fuck
just
kids.
upload-
Oh yeah!
You okay, kid? Yeah, Kyle. You all right? I hang outside of a playground and talk to children.
Look at you. Arf.
Kyle's dying. See, I didn't mean it because I played it with the sound effect. James Gunn, on the other hand, it came up as
live radio.
I mean,
He's fucking crying.
I'll fuck anything with a vagina.
Wait a minute. Did you say anything?
There he goes.
You son of a bitch.
All right, Hunter, where do you? Jesus Christ! I think I killed Kyle.
Take a fucking break. This is why we need parody songs.
I think I killed Kyle, ladies and gentlemen.
I think I'm coming out of my eyes.
All right, to all of our viewers, welcome to the Nonsense Podcast.
That was perfect, dude. That was the most perfect thing ever.
We appreciate all of you for taking time out of your Saturday, and talking to us. As you can hear, Kyle's dying because I'm playing Cat in the Hat sound effects.
Oh, yeah!
Along
And
with
Hunter-
pedophilia jokes.
Along with pedophilia jokes. See, when we do pedophilia jokes, it's a fucking joke. That's what they are.
Okay.
Like we're saying it like not with conviction. We don't mean it. It's
Okay,
just
I'm
we're fucking around.
Okay, I'm back. Let me just say, well, the thing is, he's typing it. You can take it at any.
You can take it any way, yeah.
Any way you want.
There's no sarcasm font. You know what I mean?
Well, okay. Do you have the tweets up on OBS?
I can bring them up.
Bring them up, because some of them, you know, one of them. He hashtags, you know, hashtag. I mean, I don't think it's like
Cedric House. It's been a while, man. Cedric
Well,
House.
that's because we haven't gone live in a while.
That's true.
Cedric House in
That's
the chat.
our fault, not his.
Cedric, pleasure to see you. Even when we went live, we haven't talked to Cedric in a while. Cedric, it's nice to see you, man. The saddest thing about this, DC fans using this to start DC versus Marvel thing, along with DC trailers, been a weird week. Couldn't agree more. I know that a lot of DC fanboys are like, na boo boo, you lost a director. I'm like, so did you. His fucking daughter killed himself. No, wait, guys. God.
Oh my god, dude, you're on a streak.
I'm on fire.
Oh my god, you know what, dude? I'm fucking leaving, dude. You're gonna take the floor.
The Z Killer, new listener, loving this. Thank you, Z Killer. We love you.
Thank you.
Yes.
We are.
Dude, these sound effects fucking kill me, and I hear them like all the time.
I know. Fuck, man. But yeah,
It's the context. It's the context.
Well, James Gunn, he can't go to DC for two reasons. One,
It's called a contract.
and the other reason. Well, actually, that was the only reason.
Right. Well,
I think he has better taste
I
than
found
to go
out-
to DC.
well, here's the thing. He was actually working on a movie for Sony.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
He was gonna announce it at Comic-Con.
Yep.
So worst timing ever,
Yep.
man. I don't know what happened.
As soon
I
as
don't know
something happened.
where these tweets came out, why they came out. I
It's
don't know
the
who was-
government, bro.
I don't know who was looking like why bring this up now? Why not bring this up when he got the directing role for Guardians?
Yeah, that's a little weird.
You know what I mean?
It's like
Why now?
Well,
It's
maybe
2018. He was
maybe-
announced as director in 2013 when these tweets were already
It's
fresh.
still a little relevant. Yeah. Maybe because they didn't think that Guardians would take off like it did. They're like, oh, this is just gonna kill his career
Guardians.
anyway.
Okay, how about like after this was 2014?
I have no idea, dude.
It's 2018 now. It's
I
been
have
4 years.
That is the one excuse I have for it. Everything else I don't know.
But
This
he
is
was
just how
working.
shit happens.
He was working on a movie.
Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for the Zack Snyder joke. In hindsight, that was pretty fucked up.
That is fucked up. That's not funny. I mean, it kind of was.
Well, let's take a look at some of these tweets. Let's dive in and.
No, can I just say what
I
say?
apologize. Go ahead, Kyle.
People were speculating a Bloodborne movie, the video game Bloodborne,
Ooh.
making into a
Oh,
movie.
fuck.
Because he did post something on Instagram, and he said he hashtagged San Diego Comic-Con, I believe. I don't think he hashtagged. I don't know, something.
Something San
He was
Diego
going to announce it at the Sony press conference last night. They canceled that because of the whole James Gunn thing. So I feel so bad for him. And these are comments that are made years ago, and it just comes out now, and it's horrible timing.
Couldn't be worse, actually.
You know, and like over here, I have dark humor,
We all do.
The people who are listening to this, who have been listening to the Nonsense podcast for a
Know
while,
that we're
know
fucked up.
that we have dark humor. No, we
love,
don't mean it.
We love AIDS jokes and things like that. You
We
know
love
what I mean?
crazy shit.
Just
Like
off the wall.
Ian made like a 9/11 joke like fucking 3 months ago. You know, it's like we don't mean it. You know, it's just
Yeah, like I said
They
on the
made
W.
9/11 jokes around 9/11. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
I made a fucking Dana Plato joke on the WTF game room. Like we all have.
Oh, yeah,
we all
right.
have dark senses of humor. You know, chat's going fucking wild.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Chatamania is running wild, brother.
And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, who are listening right now live, be sure to check out tomorrow's podcast where we go over the San Diego Comic-Con.
Woohoo.
We go over the trailers, Godzilla 2 and Shazam and Aquaman. We would be talking about that now, but I want Ian here as
Yeah.
well. So.
Yeah, it's not fair. So the chat is going wild. Cam, our buddy.
Yeah, read it while. Yeah.
Cam. Wow, what happened? This is like a serious
You
thing.
want to press
That's
it
what makes
for
it
you?
No, I got
You
it.
want
I
to
got
press it for you?
Wow, what happened to James Gunn is shitty. And while he... Fine. I'll
restart. Fucking restart.
Cameron says in the chat, while what happened to James Gunn is shitty, and while it's a different man than he was before, we're just going to have to affect that James Gunn is getting axed is ultimately
you
the
meant to say
unfortunate
accept.
byproduct. I agree.
Alright.
It is a shitty thing.
But
And a
then
lot...
it's-
Go ahead, Hunter. I
he
keep cutting you.
continued it with the next one.
Oh. One more.
But shitty byproduct of...
Ultimately, the unfortunate byproduct of us having a better and more strictly moral Hollywood that doesn't put up with stuff that was offensive and absurd. Agreed. I don't have my glasses on, so I'm kind of reading it like a fucking idiot.
And the Z Killer said in the have no choice
It's
but
true.
to fire.
Yeah,
him.
it's not like he said that like Russia was in charge of fucking with our election. And that shit was last week. Go ahead, Hunter. I'm sorry.
Like yesterday. What you talking about?
And
no, I was-
while you're talking, Hunter, I'm sorry. Z Killer, are you a new listener? Did you just click on this video randomly and just,
Or do we know you?
or do we know you? Sound off. Go ahead, Hunter. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say I understand Sony fuck Sony, Disney standpoint and what they had to do, but at the same time it's just like he's clearly a different guy from what
Yeah.
he was. That was 10 years ago. I don't know how old he is now, but still, 10 years is a long fucking time. Shit happens, you know. I have stuff on my, like Andrew said earlier, we all have stuff that's on our fucking Facebook and shit. Probably get I don't know, but we were like we were young. We didn't know what we were doing.
Yeah.
And like people change. You know what I mean? I'm sure I'm gonna look like 10 years later. I'm gonna look back on these podcasts and say, "Wow, what the fuck is wrong with me?"
Yeah.
But let me
I
just.
think I'm going to be dead in 5 years, so I don't know if I'll make it that long.
Oh,
Good lord.
God. Okay. What was I gonna say?
I can't remember.
Something you're gonna look back in 10 years, think this is fucked up, and then
Hold on. I'm cooking. I'm cooking something up.
Yes.
You know what? Never mind. Oh no, we have the apology tweets as well, right?
Yes.
He did a long ass apology on Twitter yesterday, and like, dude, it seems genuine to me. I mean, again, like he said, he learned from this. At the time, he was just trying to get attention.
raunchy jokes to be raunchy.
You know, and that's
all
one way.
provocative shit. That's
one way to get attention. So, Cameron
not the
says.
best way.
Cameron says in the chat, I love James Gunn. I love his movies. I love the Guardians. And I've had the pleasure of having... What does that say, Andrew? My glasses.
Discourse.
Discourse with him on several occasions.
Okay.
On several occasions. And the Z Killer saying he's been here for a while. He just never caught us live. So we appreciate you for chiming in now, Z Killer.
Yeah, we went live for at a great time then.
And if
Yeah,
you're a
perfect.
long-time listener, you know that Kyle and Ian love Z's.
Boobs, 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 lie to boobs.
Yeah, I don't think that's
Z-cup
none of your
breasts.
business.
Z-cup breasts. They love them. But yeah, I have some of the tweets here, and let's
Actually, the biggest breast size I believe is XXX.
You gotta be fucking.
Well, then
kidding
a
me.
Z's got to be even bigger.
Yeah, I don't think a Z exists.
Imagine a triple Z.
Oh my goodness gracious! That is disgusting. I gotta
Wait a minute.
admit.
Did you just say Z's don't exist, but yet you make up oohs and ahs and all that?
Well, that's
bullshit?
just a
Well,
bunch
that's
of O's.
confidential. Okay, that's confident. Monarch has those on file.
monarchs.
But go ahead.
They're
Andrew.
in the new fucking Godzilla
yeah,
movie.
no, yeah.
Yeah. So let's take a look at some of these tweets and let's sound off on. I mean, I'm not gonna play. A bunch of tweets came out about 12 or 13, 14, 15, whatever. a bunch of them came out. We're only going to take a look at like 5 or 6 and just kind of say like, oh, that's, people are taking it too seriously, or like, yeah, that's in hindsight, you probably shouldn't have said that. So let's take a look at this first one here. Take a look at this first one. Cam, my comments read better as one whole paragraph than in separate chunks.
That's true.
That's what I'm talking about. So anywho, let's take a look here.
You know what chunk rhymes with? Junk. And that's what Cameron has in his trunk.
All right, so let's look at this one here. James Gunn tweeted sometime in 2012, I believe, July 2012, 3 men and a baby they had sex with. # on romantic movies.
Okay.
I see nothing wrong with this.
It's not that funny, but I mean,
it is kind of funny because it's I could just see. I don't want to picture it because it's fucking like terrible, but like I get it why that would.
Listen,
it's dark.
You listen to what Jim Jeffries? That's his name.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Didn't he say like a really fucked up joke on his last special? Like you said.
Yeah,
says a lot of fucked up.
Okay, I feel like
Jim
this
Jeffries,
is no different.
Jim Jeffries, because he was making a miscarriage joke on stage. And,
I didn't.
And some woman in the crowd actually had a miscarriage, and she went up and shouted.
That's, oof.
And then Jim Jeffries was just like, "Oh, she's at least hot or whatever." And then and then the crowd was just like, "Oh, whatever." It's like, well, you know what? When they have a miscarriage, they keep their figure. It was something like that, whatever. And the whole crowd went, "Oh."
No one's mad. They're just like.
But then he apologized. He's like, "I know it's fucked up." Like, but like, I don't know.
Jeffries.
I love Jim Jeffries too.
I haven't finished that fucking special yet.
Really good.
I
really good. But yeah, that's just a weird one. Let's look at this one. Retweet Blackheart. I remember my first NAMBLA meeting. It was the first time I felt okay being who I am. Some of those guys are still my BFFs. Like, I read this one earlier. So,
like you said, okay, this one's not that funny because there's no punchline to it,
and it's pretty long.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, one thing I learned from Jerry Seinfeld, you gotta know
when to stop.
The joke can't be too long. It's
I get, but like NAMBLA is a very real thing. It's basically a fucking Ku Klux Klan full of pedophiles.
It's a safe haven.
Yeah.
It's a cult.
Yeah, and it's like
kids.
It's like, okay, so like this tweet, if I read this out of context and I didn't know who James Gunn was, I would read this tweet and be like, okay, this guy's a pedophile. Let's take a look at this one here. Mary Matthews just told me a story about how a monkey jerked off to completion on a kid on the set of Max Keeble's big movie. What the fuck?
Okay, I think that's funny.
That's funny. What?
So these are the tweets that he's been called out on?
Yeah.
A couple of them.
Like this one, too?
It's fucking funny.
That one's kind of funny. And this next one's kind of funny, too. So I'll read it out loud. I'm doing a big Hollywood film adaptation of The Giving Tree with a happy ending. The tree goes back and gives the kid a blowjob.
That's fucking great.
Yeah, that's great. See, you're laughing.
It is. No, of course. I'm not. Listen, I'm not fully defending Disney. I'm half and half.
No, I know. I'm actually more on James Gunn's side.
Yeah, dude.
Same, 100%.
People got to grow some balls. Like, some of these are stupid. I mean, some of these aren't meant to be taken seriously. Like, god damn it. But like, some are dumb. Like that he shouldn't have said.
100%.
Yeah. And plus, like you said before, he worked for Troma, correct?
If you watched any Troma movie, you'd get his humor.
Me, Hunter, Ian, and Ian's brother Colin, if you guys don't know, we watched The Toxic Avenger for the first time probably like 2 months ago. And I didn't know what the hell I was getting myself into.
It was amazing.
I know Lloyd Kaufman from an Angry Video Game Nerd video, and I loved him ever since. But in that Troma, Troma is known for being insanely cruel.
Yep.
To everything and being in the shock value.
They don't give a fuck. It's great.
One scene, they legit, like, these teenagers run over a kid and you see the kid's head explode.
It's amazing.
And they play a game out of it.
Everyone starts fucking in the back seat of the car afterwards.
It's so shocking that it's hilarious.
Yeah.
And I think that's what James Gunn was trying to get to here. And, like, again, this was, 10 years ago?
Yeah. But we do have to take in... Let's give...
and he wasn't doing like kid movies here.
No, I know.
Doing Troma movies.
But probably. I don't know, man.
Just for 1 second, let's just play devil's advocate and just pretend we're not, in our 20s. And you know, let's pretend we're not in our 20s
So I'm
and
a
we're
softie.
yeah, let's pretend we're softies and we see these fucking tweets. Like that's kind of fucked to read about like Nambla and like.
Okay, the Nambla one, yeah, I get. Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at this next one.
Because it wasn't that funny.
At Drew at Fix. I don't even know who he's talking to. Honestly, the
Talking
best.
to you, Drew.
Honestly, get the fuck out of here with that. Honesty's the best policy. Tell your 3-year-old you're laughing, thinking of me fucking 3PO. He'll appreciate. He'll appreciate it when you're older.
I don't know what
When
that
he's old.
means.
I don't get it.
He's
Like
saying
fucking
tell him
C3PO?
that- yeah, he's fucking C3PO. He'll appreciate it when it's older. When he's older. That's funny. That's stupid, but it's funny.
I'm just thinking of James Gunn fucking 3PO. And
It's
it's
funny.
Yeah, it's kind of strange.
On the chat, the Z Killer said in the comments, "They're stupid jokes not to be taken seriously. People need to chill." Honestly, dude, I agree. I agree.
Yeah. So I mean, taking it out of proportion. That's
And again, this is on social media. You know,
yeah.
like.
And this is before Twitter.
I
Was
feel
a
like
huge
this
thing.
is. I feel like the thought girls on Facebook saying like my status for a rate is worse than this.
Oh, yeah.
So
100%. If you tip her, she'll give you a cum show, though.
like nobody's gonna know or anything like that. But I almost did that.
Good.
I almost sent money to somebody. I swear to God, I'll admit that. I almost did.
I remember. I
didn't tell you, Andrew. I was talking. Me and Hunter, we have guy talk. I almost did that, Andrew.
It was
You
fucking hilarious.
you almost tipped?
Almost, dude. I brought up the Cash App.
Oh, dude, no, you didn't.
I installed it.
You did.
I did. I installed it. I installed it.
You were
and I'm
gonna give in,
dude. Almost.
Almost gave in the goal.
And then I saw Diamond Jackson. Hunter prefers.
You
to
saw
call
Rhombus
her,
Jackson.
Yeah, Hunter prefers to call her Rhombus Jackson because Hunter is a huge mark for rhombuses for some reason.
Luck with that.
I don't know why, but then I saw Diamond Jackson. I'm like, okay, I'm good now. I'm good now.
There you go.
Then
Yeah.
the next
can't-
day,
you came to your senses.
I almost did again.
It's like that post like beat off guilt when you're just like,
Right.
oh, what have I done?
I'm not ashamed of it anymore. I've just accepted it.
See, I'm like the Hulk becoming Bruce Banner, like right after.
Oh,
I'm just
yeah,
like,
me
oh,
too.
what the fuck
I just the
happened?
Hulk for a little while
I'm
longer.
not in my hot older teens phase.
You're not in your older teens phase.
I'm in my MILF phase right now.
Understood.
Especially after Godzilla. Yeah, I'm in my MILF phase.
All right, let's take a look at this one. This one I don't think is really funny at all. Like it's random. I don't think it's funny.
No, yeah.
This hotel shower is the weakest ever. Felt like a 3-year-old was peeing on my head.
What?
It's, I
See,
mean,
that's just dumb.
It's not.
It's right in your face.
I don't
It's
think
not
that's
really-
bad.
It's just dumb. It's just fucking stupid.
No, that's not bad at all.
Like
That could. There's.
that's like a Family Guy joke.
Right.
Like, that's a dumb Family Guy joke. It's like, why are you putting that on Twitter? Let's look at this one here. Fucking about to vomit as I'm stuffed with etouffee and eggplant and whatever that is. Etouffee and eggplant. I'm Louis Andersoning my ass. Just the fat. I'm sorry. I'm Louis Anderson. I'm doing the job here. I'm Louis
really are.
Andersoning my ass out. Just the fat, not the little boys. Get it? Because Louis Anderson, you know, had like a pedophile charge.
Oh, did he?
fucking funny.
I guess.
That's funny.
That's not bad.
That's not bad because he's making fun of a pedophile. He's not calling
Exactly.
himself a pedophile.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? It's just like, oh, dude, I love pudding, like Bill Cosby, without the date rape. Like, that's
Yeah.
funny. It's like,
That's funny. Yeah.
I'm like Bill Cosby without the date rape.
Uh-oh, you're fired from Nonsense Media.
Good. Fuck him. Oh, wait. We're not.
Hey.
We're
I'm here.
nonsense media.
Oh, God. Oh, man. All right. Yeah, I got a couple more. Listeners, how you guys liking these?
Well, Z Killer's fucking loving it.
Z-Killer's yucking it up over there? Good shit, Z-Killer.
Let me read the comments.
Thanks for joining us,
okay.
man.
All right, Z Killer says, my brother told me about the app, invited me to get $5 for inviting a person.
Why didn't you invite me, motherfucker?
Oh, damn.
That would have been a $5 tip.
Yeah, but what is $5 going to do, though?
Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Thank you, Andy Leames. And she just rubs her tits together.
No, but like...
Spits on him.
No, I'm not talking about my free cams. I'm talking about a girl
A person
that lives around here. That's the least I'm gonna say. Okay?
Wait, what?
It's a real person. It's not my free cams. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
There's like, oh,
So
send
it's even
cash to
worse.
this. It's like, oh,
It's even worse.
Oh, that is way worse.
that is that's fucking hilarious. Though.
Hey, listen, it's not my fault that she, in her bio, says Cash App me.
Sounds like a Sounds like a gutter slut to
And
me.
she doesn't know I exist,
She
so
is.
she's not gonna hear about this. Or if she does,
Gives a fuck.
who gives a fuck? I don't
How
care.
old is she?
Well, she has.
Probably a year younger than me.
Well, I'm gonna Venmo that bitch $2.
You're not gonna get anything for $2, man.
Will you spit on me? That's good enough for me.
I feel like that's something Ian's into.
Oh my god, yeah, definitely. Ian's a fucking psycho when it comes to this shit. Me and him talk
He
about
secretly, he doesn't want us to touch his ears because it turns him on.
Oh.
No, it's not!
He wants,
this. That's a perfect use of the sound.
Fucking love the Ian sound. Oh man, I wish he cared about this show. Because if he was here, it'd be funny. Oh, Andrew, bad boy.
Look at me. I'm Ian. I'm tired. I don't want to come here. Blah 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 blah. Political. Blah blah blah. I'm not a good Bowser player in Smash 4. Blah blah.
oh shit!
God damn, Kyle.
I
Shots are
those
fucking
are fucking
fired.
fighting words.
That is fighting words. You gotta be
I'm
careful.
ki- you know I'm
You gotta
kidding,
be careful.
You know I'm
You
kidding,
can't
baby.
be saying shit like that, Kyle. You can't be fucking saying shit like that.
I meant the Smash Bros part,
Oh, okay.
which is the worst one. It's the worst part.
Oh my god. You know what? When it's a bad diss, you know we should. I'll do that. Ah,
Your thing failed.
Ah, damn
like
it. It's
just
like it's like a concert. Boston, Massachusetts, how the fuck we doing? That's like every hip hop show.
Sandy Hook, how we doing?
Oh!
Not cool.
Hey!
Children died.
What is
Children
the topic? I
died.
agree. What is the topic of this
Children
podcast, though?
died.
What are we trying to defend
Children
here?
died.
That Hunter's fired.
Jesus Christ.
Hunter's fired from Monsters Media.
It's fucked
If you
up.
said Las Vegas, how we doing?
But that was
That's
more recent.
still bad.
That was
Ah,
more recent.
Fuck.
Ah.
We're gonna.
JK.
Hashtag JK. Andrew, that joke fell
Flat. Say it.
Yeah, it did.
All right,
Worse-
okay.
That joke was worse than your Falco play in Smash Bros.
Hey. It is pretty bad.
I can't.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
gonna diss Hunter's Smash Bros skills because he got way better.
All right, listen,
you, bro.
listen.
I've put
okay.
the time in.
Me, Hunter, doubles.
I'm
we're gonna-
Andrew. I don't
we're gonna
condone
kill it.
anything these guys are saying. I don't
What the
condone.
fuck did I
I
say?
don't condone. Well,
Hunter said.
Hunter said it.
Hunter-
I'll take.
Hunter-
I said it.
Bad boy,
I-
Hunter.
It's a fucked up joke, but
It
it's
is.
a joke.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
There you go.
unlike the James
Take
Gunn
that,
stuff.
America. I mean,
Oh,
Yeah.
good lord. Yeah, it's not like we're getting monetized anyway.
No, it's better with
It's
just
gotta
the
be
O.
it's gotta-
Stop doing the gun sound effects, you jobber.
I don't know if they're shots fired.
I'm sorry.
I
Well,
feel like
shots
if
are
it
technically
is fired, it should be like bang bang handgun.
You shouldn't have said
Right,
that,
yeah.
Hunter. Shit is bad, dude. That shit's bad.
The Z Killer said in the comments,
you'll be
"You'll be surprised what people would do for $2."
Dude, I'll.
What would I do for $2? I would probably do anything.
How many licks does it take to get to the center of Kyle's Tootsie Pop? For $2.
Ian knows.
Ian knows. Yeah, that's true. So anything else you want to talk about, Andrew? About this?
Well, let's.
Read the top one. That's funny.
Oh, Christ. On a very special episode of the Nonsense Podcast.
What?
1 second. Let me bring it up.
What did it just die after the Hunter joke?
No, it didn't die. Even though it should have. That should have been the season.
It's okay.
The fucking.
shut up.
What are we
Yeah.
gonna do now?
Yeah, the series.
What are we gonna do?
The series.
Hey, he's joking with me. Z-Killer's joking with me.
Fucking. The
What does
series.
it say in the comments?
Oh God, Sandy Hook jokes reported with all caps and fucked up words.
Yeah, reported, baby.
All right, let's take a look at these three. James Gunn, laughter is the best medicine. That's why I laugh at people with AIDS. That's kind of funny.
That's funny.
Or in
That's
case,
why I laugh at Hunter.
Thank you.
or in case they kept in the stuff about
Oh,
the time
shit, I
my
just
friend
picked up on
John
that.
Cabrera killed a whore in Mexico. Wait, what?
It just registered. for me.
Hunter's a bright one.
Not really.
Yikes!
I can't tell if that was you or the sound effect.
Retweet Peter Alton. I like when
forgot.
little boys touch me in my silly place. That's just dumb.
Shh.
All right.
You forgot the shh.
Yeah, the shush.
Jesus Christ. Let's take a look at these. For the record, I'm against rape and baby eating in real life, unless you're really, really, really hungry. Get it?
Yeah, that's fine.
Guys, I was being serious, not a joke. It's the Sabbath, and Jews aren't allowed to open the oven on the Sabbath, so I did them a favor.
Oh.
The anti-Semite jokes are pretty fucked. I want to go.
Who hasn't made anti-Semite jokes though?
Yeah, true.
I don't know. I have
That's
Jew-
how.
I
That's
have
like
Jew-
the baseboard of our fucking humor.
Jews are great people. I know a lot
I have
of.
nothing against Jews.
I know a lot of
Jokes are
Jews.
funny.
What? Basic. I love how they're treated like fucking second-class citizens because they believe that Jesus wasn't God. Like, I don't believe Jesus was fucking God either. I'm a Jew, for all I fucking know. I want to go big game hunting, but no, it's morally questionable. So I'm going to split the difference and go big game raping.
Oh.
See, that's just stupid.
Wow.
Ow.
That's just saying you're a fucking rapist. Like,
That could have been better.
Yeah.
yeah,
true.
like,
That could have gone better.
that's just dumb.
We don't have that sound effect, do we?
No, I wish we did. Like, the fucking, like, the AIDS thing, that was kind of funny. I'll give him that. But, like, you know,
You can read it off. If
saying
you want.
that big game hunting is morally questionable, so I'm going to split the difference and go big game raping. Like, that's fucking stupid. And this one here, Eagle Snatches Kid is what I call it when I get
lucky. That's fucking funny.
All right, let Hunter read the comments.
What? Oh no, I wasn't
Hunter
laughing
never-
at the comments.
Hunter-
I was laughing
oh, I
at the
thought you
thing.
were.
I was laughing at the eagle joke. I was reading that.
Okay.
That's fucking gold. I'm sorry. That's hilarious.
So James Gunn, he definitely, I mean, if it was like 1 or 2 tweets, I think, you know, it would have been fine. But he has a bunch of questionable tweets that I kind of understand Disney for looking at. But at the same time, somewhat
Well,
funny.
dude, Disney can't do anything about that once it's leaked and everyone's talking about it.
Yeah.
That's true. It's news
Disney
now.
can't do anything about it because they're just, you know, they're a company and, you know, people will get really mad if they don't do anything about it. That's what happened with Roseanne. That's what happened with WWE and Hulk Hogan.
Well, those 2 people were fucking racists. There's a difference between that and making stupid jokes about, you know, like
Okay, but like
babies and
one,
shit.
okay, like one of them is like pretty bad.
The rape.
The Hogan one's bad. Wait, are you talking about James Gunn?
I'm talking about James Gunn, the tweet.
I think a couple.
the Nabla, whatever the hell he
That
said.
one's bad, and then
Nambla.
big game raping is bad
That
too.
one's pretty bad.
Right,
That
yeah,
one's
yeah.
that's just stupid. But
But
the
again,
other one, yeah.
Let's read the apology. How about that?
So I'm gonna bring up the apology. YouTubers, you're gonna have to bring it up full screen if you want to see the whole apology, because I'm gonna read it off of.
Yeah, it's gonna look a little blurry.
It's gonna look a little blurry, but I'm gonna read it off of Photoshop. So, 1, many people who have followed my career know when I started, I viewed myself as a provocateur, making movies and telling jokes that were outrageous and taboo. As I have discussed publicly many times, I have developed as a person, so has my work and my humor. 2, it's not to say I'm better, but I am very, very different than I was a few years ago. Today I tried to root my work in love and connection and less in anger. My days saying something just because it's shocking and trying to get a reaction are over. 3, in the past, I have apologized for humor of mine that hurt people. I truly felt sorry and meant every word of my apologies. 4, for the record, when I made these shocking jokes, I wasn't living them out. I know this is a weird statement to make and seems obvious, but still, here I am saying it. 4, for the record, when I... Oh, wait, he already said that. 5, anyway, that's the completely honest truth. I used to make a lot of offensive jokes. I don't anymore. I don't blame my past self for this, but I like myself more, and I feel like more of a full human being and a creator today. Love you to you all. So, is he sincere?
I say yes.
100%.
I mean, you can kind of tell.
Yeah.
He's different.
I mean, yeah, I agree with the Z Killer. The big game rape was probably what did him.
He
in
made
the
a
end.
rape joke.
He made several rape jokes.
Yeah, but that
Right,
was
yeah.
like the.
No, but that was like no punchline, just
Yeah,
blunt.
just like I'm
like
gonna
a
go.
big game raping.
right. Yeah.
See, that's just dumb.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I feel like that apology was sincere.
Yeah, and people do change. It is
Of
possible.
course. Yeah.
It is possible. People do, in fact, change.
I mean, Ian, 5 years ago, he loved the Star Wars prequels.
That's true.
He loved the Star Wars prequels. Look
That's
at him
true.
now. He fucking hates every movie of Star Wars.
He has grown as a person.
Thank you, Chief.
yeah, I think the apology is sincere, but at the same time, the fact that the apology came so soon, it sounds like just damage control from like his agents and like, oh, you just say an apology so people get off your back.
Well, his agents were probably pushing him for it, but at the same time, he was apologizing. I
Yeah.
feel like it was definitely real. I was like, fuck,
I
need
mean,
to do something about this.
I'm not gonna say it was sincere, but I'm not gonna say it wasn't sincere. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until I watch interviews. I want to see how sincere he actually is. I want him to actually go in depth about those tweets, about his offensive nature in the
Right.
past. I want to hear from him more.
Okay, since we've talked about the tweets and defending and playing devil's advocate, and I want the people who are listening, who want to participate in the chat, give your opinions. Is Guardians 3 going to still happen? If so, who is their replacement as director? Because James Gunn already handed the script in.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they could completely
still
scrap it.
Well, he can still be credited as a writer.
True.
Yeah.
Will they completely scrap it? Or will they just have it redone, rewritten? Or will they just, you know, keep that script and just have someone else direct it?
I think these fucking snowflakes are taking this shit too seriously.
Okay.
I think dadgum big game raping's a lot of dang fun.
I know it's weird.
I'm just
Him doing that made me want to watch Beetlejuice.
I want to, yeah, I love Beetlejuice.
me too. That's a
I
great
love
movie.
both Beetlejuices.
Why don't we have any Beetlejuice sound effects?
We did for a little
We
while.
did,
and I got
we
rid of
did.
that. But
That's when we
yeah.
had Sirius. We don't have
All
Sirius
kidding
anymore.
aside, we're gonna revert back to our normal people. I'm not playing a character. I'm just being a sincere individual. When I say I'm on both sides, I understand. Who the fuck dropped the microphone?
I dropped the
this
mic
guy.
because this
Oh,
shit
okay.
won't screw in, and I don't want to make noise, so I'll just do a
Hold it.
handheld.
Sounds like Ian's level. Like,
Ho ho ho!
get it? Hand jobs, masturbation jokes. All right. I love you, Ian.
I love you too, bud.
Thank you. Happy birthday, brother.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, but in all seriousness, I'm on both sides here. I understand Disney for ostracizing him from the Guardians project. I understand why they would, because some of that shit is pretty.
It's a little over the top.
It's a little over the top. It's a little
Too much.
I would say, yeah. It's just.
Are you gonna completely ignore what I said though?
I don't even know what you fucking said.
I can't remember it either.
Oh,
I'm
is Guardians
sorry.
gonna suck?
Oh
No, I didn't
is it
say
gonna
that.
continue?
Is it continuing?
It's gonna
Are they
con- I
gonna
hope-
find
yeah.
a new director,
I
or are
hope-
they just gonna scrap the fucking thing?
I thought you were just talking to the people in the comments for that.
Yeah.
I think that they're they like someone was saying the director from Thor Ragnarok. He'd be a very good fit for it. But at the same time, are they going to go through the trouble of doing that, or they could just be like,
I don't
okay,
know.
fuck it,
Yeah. I
just so James Gunn doesn't get any more, like, you know, just to completely cut him off from his shit.
because of the success from Guardians 1 and 2, they're definitely not scrapping it. They're going to go full steam ahead.
Well, now I hope they do, because you just contradicted me.
What?
I don't know. Continue.
I don't know. I feel like it wouldn't really. I mean, I feel more leaning to just not doing the movie because, you know, like, sure, they find replacements and all that stuff.
But it's not James Gunn.
Exactly. And I feel like James Gunn just knows these characters so well.
He brings a lot of life and love to it.
Yeah, exactly. And you can make the argument, well, the Russo brothers in Infinity War, they did the Guardians just fine. They did, but what I heard is James Gunn helped a lot with the Guardians scenes. So it's going to be tough to find a replacement, you know. Thor Ragnarok did have that Guardians type feel, but it wasn't the Guardians feel. I don't know how you're going to do this. I guess you can get the director from Thor Ragnarok. He has the fun humor and all.
Same vibe.
But I don't know. I don't think it will feel the same. I mean, it won't because it's a different director. All directors are different. I mean, just look at Justice League.
Let's
Like,
not look at Justice League.
It was, it was like Zack Snyder. People want the Zack Snyder cut so bad, and all that shit.
Fuck you.
But yeah. I mean, what do you?
Fuck you, man.
What do you do?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Disney will probably continue it.
Yeah, most likely.
We're gonna see, and they'll announce something later on.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, I'm pretty much I'm
Spent?
done. I'm done with this topic. Are you guys done?
I
I got nothing.
I think we
pretty done.
got our shit out.
Yeah, man. So
I was just waiting if anyone wanted to comment.
nah, man.
Give their
We'll see
stuff
what
in.
happens. I wish James Gunn the best of luck in his future endeavors.
Yes.
And yeah, we'll see what happens going forward. Tune in tomorrow for a very special episode of the Nonsense Podcast where we talk about Vicodin and the dangers of it.
Let me just say, I wonder if James Gunn's the movie that he was gonna announce, or
For Sony,
the movie that he was working on for Sony is still gonna happen.
we'll see.
Because he was just fired. He was just fired from Guardians 3. It doesn't say anything else about his other filming credits, so we don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like they should just, teach James Gunn a lesson. Let this whole shit blow over and then rehire him, because he is a huge asset for these Marvel movies.
Oh, 100%.
For sure. I'm turning on the air conditioner. It's fucking hot.
Yeah, go ahead. Will be a buzzing in the background, but we're gonna end this anyway soon.
Yeah, so be sure to like us on the Facebook page, facebook.com/that'snonsensemedia, Twitter @that'snonsensem, Instagram @nonsense_media, and we're also on iTunes. So if you'd rather listen there on the Apple Podcast app, you can absolutely do so.
Go for it. We
And
support
please,
you.
Aquaman, Venom details. We're gonna talk about all of it, and we would love if you joined us on the chat.
Join us at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 o'clock
Well, don't say
Central,
that. We don't know for sure. We don't know for sure.
5
We'll
o'clock
figure it out.
Pacific.
We don't know.
We'll figure it out. At some point tomorrow, we will go live. And
Around
we'll talk
this
about
time.
shit. Yeah, talk about Comic
Just
Con.
turn your notifications on.
James Gunn, peace out, brother. It's been
no,
real.
Exactly what Hunter said. When you subscribe to this channel, there's a bell right next to it. Ring that bell. You will be notified every time we go live, every time there's an upload on this channel. I'm not saying this because, you gotta pay me.
We're not getting
We have
paid.
159 subscribers.
Yeah.
We don't get paid for shit.
We don't get monetized. Our videos aren't ad friendly, so we can't get paid for this.
Especially
we just
after
want
that fucking joke, Hunter. God damn it.
We just want you to join us and talk about what we love, and that's movies, that's video games, that's all what teens love and older people love. Right, Andrew? You're old.
Go fuck yourself.
All right. Okay, we can end it here. Thank you so much for listening.
Like, comment, subscribe. Join us next time. Thank you, Z Killer. Thanks, Cam. Thanks, Matt Matrone. Thanks, Ian. Thanks, Hunter. Thanks, Boob. Bye.
Good one, brother.